Yep. Are you coming in? Hey, Kiana. I took your inspiration and I just decided to just do it. Do you want to come up? All I've been doing today is just coloring and watching movies and TV and food. Okay, you know what that means, Anthony. There you go. So look in your green room. Okay, I thought I'd come up. I have to love your name. I thought I'd just come up and just, why not? You know? I remember you. To dye your hair purple now so we could be twins again. Well, hubby is at his job for the first time all day. We're just hoping it works. Okay, enjoy your burger. We'll be doing pizza tonight. There you go, angels. Go for it. Gotta do it. So, angels, how have you been? You've missed me. Kind of took a break for a while. Missed you too, hon. Mister. Hey, Dad. Kind of maybe jump a little bit. Hey, Bama Mud Mower. It's been a really long time since I've done a live stream, so I thought, why not? I just do it. Dave, you know who the Fiery Skulls man is, right? Me offspring. He decided to change his name like his mom does. But indoor boys. Hey, Wanda. Good to see you, girl. Oh, Angels, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling fine today. I hate to hear about my friends getting not feeling good. Thank you, Wanda. Well, Angels, gotta do whatever you can to bring down your stress, hon. I'm not even on my own YouTube. Seven. Good. Thank you, guys. Dave, Don, and Anthony went to town to go grab a burger because we're having tonight for the first time. Pizza, yay! I've been fine, and I wanted to step down from live streaming, so I was ready to come back. Let's see, and you want a link? Oh no, Angel, that's not an easy task. It is so not an easy task, and I give you kudos and thumbs up. Think about this. You're doing something incredible. You're taking care of her and being a good daughter. So how many people did I surprise by going live today? Huh? That's gonna do it this week, but I just didn't know when. Angels, do you have Twitter? I'd love to up with you. Love to connect up with you. I have Instagram too. See, it's the same name that you're using here. Thank you, Dave. Love having you as my brubs. I like that. Yeah, I have it too. So if I find you on Twitter, I have a very different name than I use. Trying to find you, Angels. You really need to be careful on how you do that, huh? You write this down, and when I do, I'm gonna have my son delete that out when I'm ready because I really want to protect you. Yeah, that's when I tell you to go ahead and delete her. You know, Seth. Okay, got it. I'm gonna delete her out. And just put that in, you know. Hey, Lisa. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna shoot you an email tonight, Angels, okay? How is everyone doing today? Lisa, do you want to come up? Anybody want to come up and join me? How I'm doing, Gana? I think Anthony's gonna jump up when he and Donna come back from their burger date. Lisa, I saw your video earlier. I'm proud of Megan. She's learning so much and she's growing so much. Lisa, that's kind of how I was. I had to wait until I felt more confident again. You know, I lost a lot of my confidence in myself. Lisa, just got to keep on doing it. Okay, thank you. That was so nice. Please be safe, angels. Not my girl safe. Nine's fine. 10 likes. She's my girl. This little girl's my girl. Oh, definitely. Everyone, if you could, pray for angels, pray for people suffering today. Susan, I'm sending you a link in Facebook in case you want to come up. That's cool. Lisa, that is kind of a blessing in disguise when you think about it. Hey, Tabitha, knowing what is going on with her will be able to help you help her more effectively. So you're going to think of it in the bigger picture. If she has this and she's diagnosed with that, it's awesome. ADHD is not any. It's no big thing. Man, time flies when you. Okay, no big deal. Bingo. There. See, Tabitha, it's no big deal. It's just learning her how to learn a little bit more effectively for her. Help her be who she's going to be. There she is. Oh, got to practice social distancing still.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great today. How relaxed I am right now.
Right on.
You still at work?
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
It'll be like 1 a.m. until he's home.
Wow.
He's used to it. He likes it.
Right on.
Lisa's daughter just got diagnosed with ADHD, and I'm telling her it's not a big deal when you think about it these days.
Well, I know for like my stepdaughter, I advocated for her to not be on a lot of medication. She needed a little bit of medication so she could focus in school better and stuff like that. But we worked very hard to not over medicate her so she was still herself. She still had her bubbly personality, she wasn't muted because of medication. And I think that really made a big difference in she how she behaved and things like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if I had my choice or my druthers out of the diagnoses, I would much rather have my son have ADHD over anything else. I mean, cancer diagnoses, that's the sad one, you know?
yeah. ADHD and ADD both are, I look at it because I'm ADD. And to me, it's just a different way of thinking. And in the case of ADHD, it's an inability to sit still. There's nothing wrong with that. They actually, when my son was in first grade, his first grade teacher had special stools for the kids to sit on that wiggled. I mean, they could literally do a complete circle with this stool while they were sitting in place. It was fantastic. They were comfortable. The kids could wiggle all they wanted, but they got way more schoolwork done because they could wiggle while they were working, and it burned up that excess energy, and they didn't have all the behavior problems and stuff like that. That was his most successful year as far as his grades for a long time. So I know that made a big difference, just the teacher understanding that kids in general can't sit for 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
And you add the ADHD or the ADD on top of it, and it's impossible for a half an hour. So, yep.
Maybe you can just look online to see about are there any holistic ways or natural ways like to help her out. Because
I
Megan, the sweet girl, she really.
Lisa, I have a book, and it's about treating ADHD and ADD with, along with medication, if necessary, treating it with diet, exercise, and its specific diet, things to stay away from, things that ADHD kids shouldn't have because it like for example, artificial sweeteners, especially aspartame, would set my daughter off so bad that she'd have a couple drinks of whatever it was with aspartame, and it would set her anxiety on edge. And it was a very bad thing for her, and it's very bad for a lot of people with ADHD and ADD. So there are natural ways. Lisa, I'm just trying to think, how can I get your address? I can send you the book because my daughter's full grown now. She's got a handle on this herself, and if I can pass the book along, I
I'm connected to her. I'm connected to Lisa through Facebook.
Okay.
That would be a really good way to do it.
If that's okay with you, Lisa, I will send you the book. I think I might actually have 2 books about treating ADHD naturally or with less medication and all that. So, yeah.
My nephew was diagnosed with that too. We're talking, we're getting some good dialogue going, and I really like this to help a small child.
Definitely.
And maybe this is why I went live. What's the Feingold diet, Tabitha?
Eventually they are going to come out with a cannabinoid-based pill for kids to treat ADHD and ADD, and it won't be something that drugs them up. It won't get them high, but it will be something that allows them to concentrate better without, all sorts of chemicals and drugs and things like that. They've already done it. They've already made the medication. They just don't want to put it into, being sold, over a large period of a large group of people, because it doesn't hardly cost anything to make. And because it doesn't cost anything, Big Pharma isn't interested in it, and because they're not going to make a lot of money off of it. And so nobody wants them to produce an actual natural way to deal with ADHD and ADD. It's ridiculous. It's very ridiculous how they want to shove antidepressants and antipsychotics down our kids' throats, but they don't want to do something that's natural. And the amount that you would take for it is literally like I believe the most they recommend is like, what is it? It's like 0.2 of a milligram or some weird shit. Like, I can't remember now. I'd have to look it up. But it basically is just enough to trigger the neurons in your brain that react to the cannabinoids. And when it triggers those neurons, it causes a shift in the brain a little bit. And I don't know all the details, but it just causes your brain to just kind of slow down a little bit. Not like in a bad way, just it slows your mind down from racing and all that kind of stuff, and it makes it easier to deal with. The Feingold diet, yes, that's a very good one. I've used parts of that with my stepdaughter, and it's made a difference.
Hey, Lisa, I got that. After we're done with this, I'll go ahead and link it to Susan, and I'm like, get this thing going.
Awesome.
Some nice changes and some nice new journeys to go on, and
And
it'll be okay.
having a kid with ADHD is not a bad thing. It's just a challenge. But once you start settling into the challenge and figuring your kid out, it's going to get easier and easier. And eventually, it's not going to be a challenge. It's just going to be, this is the way life is, and I enjoy it, and I wouldn't have my kid any other way.
Susan,
So
I'm going to give you her address and Hangouts if that's all right.
that's perfectly fine.
Do whatever we can to help Megan out, because Megan loves share color too, and that is a really good thing for her.
Wait. Her kid, Lisa's kids is Megan?
Yeah.
That's my stepdaughter. That's the one that I've got with ADHD.
See, this was a meant to be. I swear. Megan colors. She has shown me some of her coloring that she has done on her mom's live streams. This girl is talented beyond talent, and that would be a really good way to direct her on her strengths.
I have noticed that a lot of kids with ADHD and ADD are extremely talented musically or artistically in another way. It seems to be part of having ADHD is also being very in touch with your artistic side, however that shows itself. So I would definitely start letting your child figure out what she's good at and what she likes to do that is using that artistic side of her brain. I think that it will help her be successful.
But she just said, but Lisa just said, Megan can make a roast from one YouTube video.
Nice.
That is awesome. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, and talk to Tabitha about some of the diet that she's talking about, because there is medical science backing this diet for ADHD, and it's not cutting out stuff that kids like. It's cutting out like fake dyes and fake flavors and things that aren't good for us because they're a chemical. And when we cut a lot of that stuff out, it seems to be that kids are just able to settle down and be less hyper and all that kind of stuff. So that would be something, if you two could have some time to talk, I think you'd probably learn a lot from Tabitha.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Dave. I think my Megan and her Megan would do good together. How old is your Megan?
Didn't you just have a birthday recently? I watched all of Lisa's videos. Oh yeah, one of the videos that showed Megan learning how to ride a bike recently, and that's
Okay.
a good thing.
Pretty young then. And getting diagnosed at a younger age will actually help you be able to help her, earlier on. And the more help and assistance she can get to navigate what can be a pretty confusing world for a kid that doesn't think like everybody else, the more help she can get earlier on, the better off she's going to be. Just do a favor for her. Let her have failures. Let her have things that don't succeed, but encourage the crap out of her no matter what she does. I promise you that it's part of the secret to parenting anyway. But when you have a kiddo who is, got some challenges, that's even more important.
Don't even view her as being special needs. View her as being Megan with an extra.
Yep. Absolutely. My Megan is larger than life. I mean,
she's awesome.
Everything she does bigger and better, and she's good at so many things that the ADHD is not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually allowed her to open up to more things in her life because she's learned so many things, and she's only 18. And I mean, she could work in Hollywood as like for doing makeup, like wearing makeup and stuff like that. She's talented that way, and she can draw, and she can do other stuff, and just she's very talented for somebody so young. So
when I told her I was dyeing my hair purple, she smiled ear to ear. It was so cute. Oh, this is nice. Quiet and cool here. This is like set up.
Well, it was like 85 or 86 today, so not too bad, but still humid as all get out. Ugh. Okay, I will get that book sent off as soon as I can. So, and there might be 2 books. I will look. I can't remember if I had borrowed the other one or if I bought the other one. So,
if you see a picture of Megan, oh my God, she's gorgeous. She is pretty beyond belief.
Right on. Oh, yours is 11. Okay. God, I remember that age.
74 here right now, Susan.
Oh, nice. Let me see. What do we have here for?
Yes, you can smoke.
Huh?
Yes, you can smoke. I'm not monetized. I
didn't even think about it.
Well, you're my sister. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Oh. It's 78 in Rapid City.
Nice.
Hey, if anybody's interested, get a hold of me like on one of my streams or something, and I can give you more details about my Pampered Chef party starting tomorrow.
Promote it. Go for it.
Well, actually, if any of you want to hook up with me on Facebook, I can then invite you to the Pampered Chef party. It's all online. We play games every day, so you can win prizes every day. And I can't remember how long the party's for. It's either a week or 10 days. So you can, you have plenty of chances to win stuff. And there's a grand prize at the end. And there's a lot of new stuff out from Pampered Chef right now. So it's kind of a good time to get in on some of the new stuff before the price of it goes up. So, yeah.
How's that burger, Anthony?
Huh?
How's that burger?
I changed my mind. I did something I ain't done in a while. I went and got me some chicken from Wendy's and a big thing of chili.
Oh, Donna, I'm sorry. Moment of silence for Donna's nose.
No,
tonight.
she's not eating the chili. No, she's not eating the chili.
But you are.
I get it, smart ass. Nah, I was kind of like, I was gonna get a burger, and I was kind of like, then I was like, well, maybe a chicken sandwich. And I'm like, I'm kind of tired of sandwich. And I was like, and I seen a sign that said 50 nuggets with large chili,
Oh my goodness.
$9.99. I was like, there you go.
Well, I've gone to Popeyes a couple times in the last couple days, and I've gotten like just kind of a bunch of like samplers of different things, like 3 chicken nuggets, and their chicken nuggets are like that freaking big. They're huge. And like blackened what was it? Blackened chicken, and then we got some fish, and we got some shrimp, and then we just sat it all on the bed and started chowing down, and it was so good.
Like a buffet, help yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa. But no, I just, I was kind of like sandwiched out here, and I was like, nuggets and chili and fries. That sounds good.
If somebody has Lisa on Hangouts or some other way of letting her know, tell her my real name so she can find me on Facebook.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'll have Anthony do that, or Dave can.
Okay. I only hand it out to a few certain people, so I'm very particular about who actually.
Right.
So.
That's like with me, with my real name.
Yeah. Lisa, do you have a Facebook?
She does.
Okay.
But her last name, I'll do it right there. Yeah.
Well, since you know it, you do it, because I don't want you to have to blurt out her last name.
I'm just gonna go ahead and link her up to Susan. Drop in her link.
Yeah, that's what. Send her an invite, like I sent a few of my nieces.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I went in there and clicked on the invite, and I invited one of my sisters.
There you go, Lisa.
Oh, David already done it?
Susan, I found one on Amazon. I am going to get ours can have a talk off with each other. Well, hamster, you are odd.
I'll tell you what, though, that thing's got a sensitive mic because it picks up even the smallest noise you make. Yeah. Make a whole damn live stream with that hamster.
Oh, no kidding.
Gerbil hamster, whatever the hell it is.
One of these days, I'm going to have to show you guys this video about, it's called Armageddon, and it's about a certain squirrel or a hamster.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Donna's finally going to listen to me about what she eats.
Yep.
Donna.
No.
You got to let that
Yeah, because I even asked her, I said, you want some chili? And she goes, I like chili, especially at Wendy's. But no, I'll pass.
Girl.
Well, she's traveling tomorrow, too. She don't want to be traveling with a tore up stomach either.
Yeah. At this point, take along like a Tupperware with crackers in it, like lots of crackers. Munch on crackers for your munchies. It's low calorie, number one. And number two, it's like super easy to digest. So it's not going to upset your system while you're traveling.
Oh, yeah, because what's the doctor tell you to eat when you got an upset stomach? Crackers. That's 7 up.
Yep.
And also ginger ale, too.
Yeah, ginger ale.
Yeah, ginger ale is always good for the stomach, and if you don't like ginger ale, a 7-Up or a Sprite, depending on which
I was
one you
fixing
like.
to say, unless you're my cousin, he was drinking some ginger ale when he had a stomach virus.
Oh,
He got definitely ill. Come find out he's allergic to ginger.
some people are.
Oh, no.
Well, he never knew because he never had anything with ginger before, you know. Because Creole cooking around here doesn't have a whole lot of ginger in it. Okay.
Yeah.
And he bought some ginger ale, the good stuff, you know, not the fake generic. He bought the, I think it was Canada, Canada Dry or whatever that
Yeah,
one that actually uses real ginger. Yeah.
Wow.
And he's like, he said, that's a hell of a way to find out. And I said, hey, sometimes that's how it happens.
Yep.
I said, at least it wasn't the last time.
Your cup looks funny, Anthony.
Huh?
Your cup looks funny up against your background.
Oh, yeah, because it's green. Yeah.
Yeah, because the top part, you can see the liquid in there, but the top part is green. So
yeah. So, yeah, it's clear here, and as it goes up, it gets green.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, 1 week down on our wine.
Well, believe it or not, the company logos come off of it because I've had it so long. But this is actually an award for not running over nobody with the forklift.
I got my crystal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It says all sorts of stuff on it, like courage, trust,
Truth, peace,
love, freedom, compassion, joy. Yeah. So, but it's got amethyst in it.
I was watching. There was a black guy today standing in front of a statue, preaching to a bunch of little libtard young kids about Lincoln. He was basically there to protect Lincoln. Old white-haired black guy. And this one girl was just barking the whole time. And finally he said, knowledge keeps you from being a slave. Yeah.
Donna, part of the reason I got this is because amethyst is supposed to have a healing effect on the stomach.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that I believe it or I don't believe it, but I'm willing to try it.
Yeah, at this point, you want to try anything. Yeah.
And I'm not going to discount that crystals could have healing properties. So, I figure if I'm drinking constantly out of this water bottle, it might have a good effect,
I tell people, let me explain it to you like this. When you hurt all the time, if someone told you eating a dog turd with some sugar on top of it would help you, you'd be willing to try it just so you don't hurt no more.
Yeah, you might. But yeah, I got this one. I think I paid like $12.99 on Amazon for this one, and I had a little bit of money off it because I had a leftover gift card. But if you spend the time and look, you'll find ones that are cheaper than like $22. So the only thing is I had to send the first one back because they sent me pink rock quartz instead of amethyst. So
I don't know what it is when you dip fries and chicken nuggets and chili. It just makes it a whole lot better.
Hello, Doris.
It's not like brown gravy on rice. You know what I mean?
Doris, hi.
Hey, Doris.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave. I don't really care about any of that stuff. If it helps someone out, that's someone out.
Oh, man.
Pardon me, guys. I'm just sitting here ordering pizza we're celebrating Tom going back to work by ordering out right now.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad I did this. It's been a long time since I've had Wendy's nuggets with chili.
Did somebody send me a link to Lisa?
I sent Lisa your link.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Oh, there. Here. I got her. Confirm. Oh, shit. I think I'm allergic to her.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I don't know that person.
Oh, speaking of that, I noticed after eating certain things, I'd have a sneeze fest. And I found out what it was because I was actually eating some in the kitchen raw by itself. As soon as I ate it, my sinuses flared up and I was sneezing my ass off. You want to know what it was?
What?
Yellow onions.
Oh, wow.
And you were eating those onion pretzel pieces too.
Well, those were white onions.
Oh,
It's not all onion. For some reason, it's only the yellow ones. Because I ate a white one to see if it'd do it. It didn't do it. I ate green onion, a regular green onion, and it didn't do it. But when I ate those yellow, whatever the hell you call them, Videllas.
people are allergic to that stuff though. It's really weird.
Yeah, it is weird. But I can eat the other ones and they don't bother me. When I eat the yellow onions or the Vidella onions, I get in these little sneezing fits for 2 or 3 minutes and then it clears up. Weird. Because I kept thinking it was the food I was eating. And like I said, I was in the kitchen. I was cutting onions up and I always take the heart. I'm one of them, when I cut certain vegetables, I like to take the heart and eat on it. Cabbage, I do the same thing. Celery, the centers, the good part. But yeah, I just go until like a 3-minute sneeze fest. Weird.
Could you stop reading my mind, Seth?
Yeah.
Seth has been aces today. He has been my caretaker extraordinaire today. He's helped me get up. He's helped me walk around a little bit. Make sure I had enough water to drink.
Now, Seth, remember, when you build up her confidence and the insurance kicks in, just one quick sweep to the ankle and she's
Not nice.
What would be funny if Seth goes, shh, stop, go, you're going to give it away.
Lisa, I shot you a message on your wall on Facebook. So
That's really bad when I forget how to spell my maiden name.
See that, Lisa? You already got to whoop Susan's ass. She's writing on your wall.
Hang on, baby. Hang on, big girl.
Oh, you know what? That'd be funny. If my grandpa was still alive, he'd be saying shit like that when you hear someone say, hey, I left you a message on the wall. You write on my wall, I'll whoop your ass.
Does Culver have jalapeno poppers?
Should.
I don't know. I will have to look at their menu.
Yeah.
I almost grabbed this.
Like I would know. I've been to Culver's. Like I would know. I've been to Culver's like one time in my whole fucking life.
I think it's Burger King that has.
I know. Sonic has them, and they're delicious.
Oh, are they?
Those are good. Those are the best ones.
Yeah, Sonic.
Okay.
Yeah, you ever see a Sonic? Pull in there and get you some jalapeno poppers from there. They're good.
Okay, guys, I'm hungry. Entering this as fast as I can.
All right, let me tell you, this is a guarantee. Put on your sexiest voice and tell me you want to speak to the driver that's delivering the pizza. And hopefully, hopefully it's a guy. You speak real sexual and you tell him, hey, you get that pizza here in 5 minutes. It's a tip and a blowjob.
Oh, good Lord, Anthony. Okay, how much?
When he gets there, you tell him, I'm sorry, I ain't feeling good today. So here's 10. See you next time.
My dad always tells me, use my credit card, you tip.
Yeah, I saw that the other day, Donna. I'm glad you were able to do that and get the lighter tobacco. That's much easier to deal with.
Yeah. She said it was a lot better.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference because she had the strongest tobacco and the strongest tube.
Yeah.
And she smokes lights normally, so she should have light tobacco and light tubes.
No, she used to smoke red, Marlboro Reds.
Doris, do you want a link to come up?
She's getting to the point that she don't need to be smoking full flavor, period. So
Yeah.
she's getting to the point she needs to stop, but
Or they need to quit.
yeah. But
Susan, if you get Sonic's jalapeno poppers, make sure you get ranch dressing with it.
Okay.
you know,
Really good with ranch.
I tell people all the time, one, you gotta want to quit. And two, I've quit 2 times in my life, and I know it's hard. Now, the first one, I had to go through the withdrawal, so I know, it's hard. Second one, I can't really count because I was in a coma. It was kind of like cheating. But I look at this, apparently the man upstairs 3 different times told me, hey, put them down. So the last time I took them serious and I put them down. Didn't have now my incident had nothing to do with smoking, but it was kind of one of them things. I didn't have to go through the withdrawals because I was in a coma. So hey, I looked at it as a plus. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Right.
Like with me and being in the hospital for 2 weeks, I already had that time to get over the big part of the
Well, no, even if you're in the hospital that long and you're suffering, they got patches, and their patches are pretty damn good, from what I heard from people that was been on.
Well, my first week in the hospital, I was in the ICU, and then I got out of the hospital for 2 days, and then like a dumbass, I tried one smoke, and I couldn't do it.
Oh, and for you out there that don't have insurance, but you have property and houses and stuff like that, if you spend a month in ICU, they're going to own your house. They're going to own your property.
Unless you filed for bankruptcy real quick.
That one hospital where I was at in the ICU was $372,000. Not 32,000, $327,000. I was like, whoo!
My daughter, when she was born, with the 3 months that she was in the NICU, she was a $1 million baby.
Woo.
Her bill was $1,130,000, and I didn't have to pay a cent.
Look, I'm sorry. I know they got to make money. I know they got to pay people. But that's fucking just ridiculous. Okay.
Ours was mine was 70,000 for 2 weeks, including surgery.
I got a whole bunch of I got about a third of the bill taken off because, they charge her for room and board. Okay, the room I understand. The board, meaning the food, came from boobies. The hospital had nothing to do with that, and I demanded that they take half of the room and board off, and they did. They did. They charged every day, 4 times a day. They charted that they gave her an ibuprofen tablet. She was 3 months early. How the fuck is she going to swallow an ibuprofen tablet? What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? A lot of times people don't pay attention to their bill.
Yeah.
Because most of the time their insurance pays it. So they're like,
they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was on Medicaid from birth.
Yeah.
And to not look at my bill, to just let it go, to me, that's irresponsible. I literally got $300,000 taken off of this bill. That's $300,000 that could pay for a family or pay for 5 kids or whatever, Yeah,
but let me tell you, people like me and you and other people that do that are rare. Most people's attitude is like, I didn't pay for it. But, I'm like, yeah, you did Why do you think you're paying them high rate robberies and
Josh,
taxes?
Yep.
I'm doing fine, Josh. How about you?
And you know, when taxes first started, you know, this is what kills me about people not knowing the history. You know, when taxes first started, it was a war tax. It was
Yep.
supposed to stop when the war was over. But because the politicians seemed to greed of it, they voted it in the Congress and kept it going. And
Yep.
going. You know, it was supposed to stop after the war.
Yep.
So people don't realize we used to not have those taxes.
Yep.
Your officials in your government work just like you did. You know how you have volunteer fire department in your area that also has a regular job too?
Yep. Yep.
That's how they used to be. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to jump down and then come back up in the basement on my phone because
Okay.
I'm going to go get food and I'll just take you guys with me.
Alrighty. Let me know when. Just give me a signal.
Well, I'm going to drop out of the studio and then I'll come back up. You'll see me in the basement.
Okay.
All right. See
All right.
I'm using StreamYard, but I'm using the green room to get people up here.
I was going to pick on her and tell her, hey, if you do like my niece to get free fries, turn the camera off. I don't want to see you boobs.
There's the boy, StreamYard is very different since I used it last.
I'm trying to figure out what my. Oh, that's the underside of my desk. What the hell?
Where's
There's
that black
Stop
line coming
doing
from?
Donna shots,
What the
okay?
fuck is that?
My camera's going out. Wait a minute, it's my desk.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, I told you it was like that room that had mirrors on the wall. I was looking over there going, who is that goofy? Oh, wait, that's me.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Whoever thought of putting mirrors around their bed in the bedroom, you're an idiot.
Could you just imagine watching your own ass go up and down?
No. I'm talking about when you're at that moment. I'm not going to explain it, but when you're at that moment and you look in the mirror going, who the hell? Oh, wait, that's my ugly. When you're making that, that face like you're having a stroke.
Yeah, you could come up on panel, but remember, got to take turns too. I don't have him on green room.
Who?
Wild Child.
I think I might still have him if he didn't leave. Let me look. Go way down because I know. Yeah, I know about. I know what his real name is. Just I have it. Oh yeah, I got you, Josh. Hang on.
We haven't seen you for a while, Josh. Would love to have you up here. And by the way, I am turning my hair blue on the next dye job. I got the dye, and I don't want to waste that money. But I'll turn it purple and again after a few months.
Oh man. You know how good it is when you haven't eaten something in a long time and you forgot how good it was and you buy it and you're just kind of
I'll let you know in about a half an hour when my pizza gets
Yes,
here.
sir.
Pizzone. I haven't got pizzone, so we got that. Those are good.
Yeah.
And mozzarella cheese sticks. There she went. Dude, hey. I just thought I would just do a live thing. Hey, Christy.
Yeah.
Long time no see, girl. How are you?
I'm glad somebody did because I was going to get in the green room in the main deal and say, hey, one of you assholes need to go out.
It's been a few months for me. I just thought I would just kind of wait until things die down. And
Yeah.
I told my mister goes back to work because he was driving me nuts when I was on someone's camera.
Christy. Why am I not seeing Christy?
Dave says, Christy. I'm there and I did not have her blog done or anything, so.
Oh, hit Chris. I guess that's what they meant.
Okay. Dave, you will know. We're gonna put a pizza on your tombstone when you're 85.
Yeah.
I got this. I'm being very healthy. Water.
I did like I did the girl at Lowe's. I was walking around, where the cabinets, like the kitchen area where they have it all set out.
Mm-hmm.
They had this one that it was real nice, but it had like little small, probably like 5 by 8 mirrors, actual mirror panels in the deal to kind of that way it was a kitchen set to put in a small space, and the mirrors kind of give it that more open look, make it look bigger. I walked by one. And
there you go.
I kind of looked in one of the mirrors and I pulled my head back and I went, Jesus Christ, why didn't y'all tell me I was getting old?
Long time no see, Josh.
Josh.
Sorry about not being in the chat for a while, guys. I've just been dealing with a lot of stuff.
All right, deal with it,
That's
brother.
all right. Everybody goes through it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like the old saying goes. You gotta do what you gotta do,
Yep.
It is what it is.
Exactly. And it's basically the simple fact of, I got some good news this week.
Oh, she's not pregnant?
Well, that's one of the... I'm not even going to get into that, Anthony.
Well, no, I figured I'd throw that out there,
I'm getting my ID this week.
Oh,
Right
okay.
on, Josh. Good job.
I've got to set up an appointment with the DMV down here in Arizona, but yeah, I'm getting my ID this week.
You're in Arizona now?
I've been in Arizona there, Dreams. Like every time I'm on panel with like Ken or Susan or anything or anybody like that, I've been in Arizona.
Yeah.
You're not too far away from me then.
Huh.
All about a girl here.
Well, he's on that other side though. He's still a good little way, but he's closer than I am.
I heard about that fire there from that derailment.
You talking about in Arizona or in one of the other states?
Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I actually got some pictures of it when it was happening. It was like not really close to my house, a good distance, but you could still see it from the store that's like right by my house.
Yeah.
I tell you, yeah, it is kind of cool to see, and get photos of a fire, but the more important thing is that nobody ever gets hurt,
True.
Yeah.
Well, found out that the coolers here caught on fire today. Part of the distillery burned down.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
I'm like, oh man, at least I'm glad I don't drink coolers. I don't give a shit.
Hello,
What
Dave.
do you drink, if you don't mind me asking there, Dreams?
Oh, in about a month I'll be drinking homemade wine.
Oh, wow.
Susan and Anthony got me hooked on Papa.
Yeah.
Damn.
We did apple wine, Anthony.
Apple.
Apple, dark grape, and light grape.
Oh yeah. That white grape is really good.
We have a cupboard right above our dryer,
Yeah.
and that's where we have it. Because if you're with Russ running the dryer, it's gonna get warm.
Yep. Of course, your laundry room is probably like mine. The water heater's in that same room, right? So yeah.
It's almost like two little rooms and one big room in my bedroom.
Right. No.
Plus, we have our another good place would have been the closet in here, our linen closet. But I also drink Jack. I am a Jack drinker. I like drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade or Twisted Tea.
Yep.
I actually got the chance to try some Twisted Tea. One of my neighbors that lives across the street from me actually. One of my neighbors across the street from me actually came over to my house and offered me a Twisted Tea. So I'm like, yeah, why not? And I actually like it. I know some people might not, but I'm one of the few that do.
Well, that's why they got so many liquors. Not everybody's happy with one, you know. Because if everybody was happy with one, they wouldn't make the other ones.
Right, and if everybody likes the same thing, then that would be boring, you know.
This is true. Very, very true. We have Twisted Tea and Mike's Hard in the fridge. You got the Jack over here.
Yeah, that's like me. I got friends that'll look and watch me sit and drink Jägermeister like it's Pepsi, and they're like, "How can you do that?" Because they take one little cat shot, and they're like, I said, "Well,
yeah.
First of all, you gotta like black licorice." Because if you don't like black licorice, you're not gonna like Jägermeister.
See, that's the point. I think it would be a very bad idea for me to drink that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you,
do like it a lot.
I stick mine right before I drink it. I stick it in the freezer, the deep freeze, because I like mine ice cold. Yeah.
See, I don't like drinking a Jaeger because that right there would be too strong for me. Yes, I like my black licorice, but at the same time, Jaeger, nah.
Oh yeah, it'll knock you on your ass.
I heard Jaeger. Hold on.
You heard Jaeger what?
Like it holds on. It's because it's so thick and syrupy.
Yeah.
It holds on for about 45 minutes, and you can't get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you get it in a deep freeze, right before at least me a half a day before I drink it. It's not as bad.
So
one thing I
have a question for you guys. Okay, how long can you put a can of beer in the fridge before it goes bad? That's what I want to know. Because I had a can of beer in the fridge for like almost a month or so, and it didn't go bad at all. I drank it and it still tasted the same.
Oh no! You gotta realize the can was still closed and it was in a cool environment, so it's gonna last a lot longer. What hurts beer is when it gets cold, then warm, and cold, and warm. Because like in an ice chest, the ice melts, it gets hot. A lot of people throw more ice, and no.
Okay, so the only thing that can hurt a beer is if you keep on changing the room temperature on it. All right, I got you, Anthony. Thank you.
Well, that or you just leave it in a hot environment all the time.
Right. Like, see, over here at my house, I usually leave the beer inside the fridge until I'm ready to drink it. And I think you were on. I think it was either 10. Yeah, I think it was on 10 stream when I was drinking a beer and I took a sip of it and it's just like it tasted something foul. You know.
But you know, the
I
sad
don't.
thing is, it's the way it does that because of the way they make it. Because you go over around like Germany and Ireland, of course, they mainly make a lager. It's served at room temperature. They don't
See
chill
now
it.
that
Yeah.
See now that I would not like to drink. Like I don't want to drink anything at room temperature. I like my beer ice
I
cold.
Yeah. Most people do, in this country anyway. Most people do. But I work
But
with
they have their own little ways
I
of
worked
doing
from a
things.
guy. I worked from a guy that was from Switzerland. He would leave a 6-pack in the back of his truck, behind the seat.
Yeah.
And you live in Arizona, so you know what I'm talking about. Louisiana, Arizona gets 112, 116 in the shade sometimes.
Right.
He'd get off of work, grab one of those beers. I'm talking about the thing was so hot you could barely hold it in your hand. Pull the top off the back of that thing and drink it hot.
Wow.
And I don't know how
Daring.
I don't know how he could do that because he wanted me to drink with him one day, and I was like, hell, it's after work. I can drink one beer. He handed me that son of a bitch, and I mean, I could feel the heat in my hand, and I just tried. Well, I'm not a beer drinker anyway. I prefer wine and hard liquor myself. So I'm more of a whiskey drinker than I am a beer drinker.
To tell you that my Jack Daniels is still brand new.
Well, I had some nice Jack Daniels until my wife decided to pull a freaking marathon shot that night on it.
Damn.
Yeah, so wiped out a whole damn fifth of freaking 12-year-old Jack Daniels in what? And maybe 2 hours, 3 hours?
Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she was holy shitting, all right, falling on the floor, puking all over the fucking place.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
By the way, I can't see Christy at all. See in here?
No, but I sent her a link.
I don't. I checked to see if I had it blocked by accident, but nope. Don't got anybody over there.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I know that you guys use the green room to send link notifications and all that crap, I'm not going to get rid of it because like the only time I did was when I thought you guys were still sending the links in the chat, and then I think it was Ken or I think it was Ken or somebody told me that the reason that you guys stopped doing that was because of the trolls and they could get and they could come in there and cause all kinds of bullshit.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, it's just that's what I got to tell people. They're like, you still got. I said, I never got rid of it. But see, a lot of people thought that they were getting rid of Hangouts completely. And it wasn't that. It just YouTube wasn't going to use it no more.
Right.
But you can still, like, I can get on Hangouts right now, and everybody's in my deal. I can video chat with them through Hangouts. It just won't be broadcast to YouTube. Yeah. I mean, it still functions like it always has. It no longer links to YouTube. So.
Right, and I'm not going to be in Arizona for that much more longer either,
Myself.
Because I'm planning on moving to Wisconsin because Anthony, Anthony, you know how it is with summers around Arizona and Louisiana, they get harder like every fucking year, and it's like this year is like one of the fucking hottest it's ever been. So it's like I can't stand living in Arizona and in this heat anymore. I can't.
Well, on top of where you're at, it's even worse because it's hot and it's dry.
Exactly, and it's maybe we got a lot of cities, but there's barely any fucking grass, and it's basically like all desert. cities and desert and all that bullshit. And it's just like, and
Oh,
the first year that I was here, it's like, okay, this ain't bad. And
yeah.
every year after that, it's gotten harder and harder and harder. And I'm just like, I can't stand this anymore.
Well, it's like my friend. He moved from Austin, Texas, to Moab, Utah, which
Oh
I
shit.
love. Moab, Utah. I love it there. But let me tell you, anybody that knows Utah in that area, that is fucking red sand desert. Okay. Well, he bought land over there, put a house and all that, and he's constantly on YouTube with me bitching because every day he wakes up, there's fine red particles all in his house. Because if your windows and doors are not perfectly sealed, that shit will find every little crevice to come into your house.
Right, like when
blowing
good.
around.
Right,
Yeah.
like when we get a storm here in Arizona, right? The way that we can tell if there's going to be a massive storm is
Sandstorm
if
first.
yep.
Yep.
And matter of fact, there was one day in particular which really tripped me the hell out. We like there was a massive storm coming because like you said, a dust storm hit our house, and
Yep.
next thing I know, the power in my house goes out for like a split second, and next thing I know, it's like boom, like the AC turns off, the fans turn off, everything's off, and it's just like pitch black in the house. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh shit!
Oh yeah. I've been on the outskirts of Flagstone and seen sandstorm so thick that you couldn't even see the front end of the truck. That's how thick
Oh,
it was.
jeez.
Yeah. And if you ain't got a good air filter in your car, it ain't gonna be running long.
Daddy.
I've actually, I remember I used to have to pull my truck over sometime and take the air filter out of the air cleaner and beat it on the side of the tire to knock the dirt out of it so it can breathe. Knock the sand out of it.
That's
And it's like,
this way.
Put it this
and
way,
it's like,
if you're going to
Go
move
ahead.
into a desert area, okay, if you ever been to the beach and had sand up the crack of your ass, up the crack of your twat, in between your nut sacks, you're going to be doing that 24/7 every day.
I got her.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm sure even kind of where Susan lives, she could probably tell you about sand being up the crack of your ass a lot.
like Anthony, just by the just like with the short time I was out here, I have a
Yeah.
phone case on my phone, right?
Yeah.
And my phone case is damn near red hot, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I can barely hold it,
Well, you
Yeah.
should probably shut it down and let it cool off if it's that hot.
Yeah, because your hand will produce more heat to it than the battery itself. Because you got to remember, your palms are always around 90-something degrees.
But if it's that hot, you're actually doing damage to your phone.
Holding it, yeah.
This is like the only way that I can get into the chat because I don't think I have Hangouts on the computer and everything like that,
Google, if
Hey,
you got Google
Josh.
Chrome, you can go to Hangouts without having to download it. So
Hey, Josh. I'm going to ask you. I just got an instant message from somebody asking me to ask you to tone down the language because she's got her daughter watching, okay?
Okay, I do apologize. I did not know that. I'm sorry
Okay.
about that.
Okay, that's fine. Just remember, we got a whole bunch of ranges of ages of people watching.
Hi, Susan.
Hey, Josh. So I ordered myself a gigantic cherry lemon slush.
there you go. Where you at, Sonic?
I'm at Sonic. Yep. Tim's getting his poppers and a
Yeah.
big ass burger, and I'm getting a
man.
few
I love their
chicken,
slushies. Yeah, their
hot wings
slushies are
chicken.
good.
I'm getting that.
Hey,
I love their
Dreams,
slushies.
I'm gonna hop off a panel on my phone, and I'm gonna go to Hangouts and come back up on panel. You'll see me in the basement. All right.
Right.
Okay.
But
All right.
no,
I'll talk to y'all here in a sec.
most of the time I hit Sonic. My most favorite drink from them is the cherry limeade.
Mm.
God,
They
I
didn't
love
put
it.
Talk to
the
you guys
lime
here in a
in
sec.
there.
Oh, they do here. They give you 2 big old chunks of lime here and 2 cherries. You can actually take them out.
Or just squeeze them in there.
Yep.
Okay, right here just hurt. Think about
Yeah.
limes. Right, your stuff is here, babe. Contactless delivery.
Yeah, I remember the first time the girl says, you know, you can get a cherry limeade in the slushie. And I was like, get out of here. I said, well, here, take this bag and tell me I want a slushie. She said, I'll be right back. Because she said basically all I had to do was throw it in the thing with the ice and let it do its thing and, you know, report and
Yeah.
until it.
Thank you.
I was like, all right. So she said in the slushy, they just put a little bit more of the red,
You can talk to me
throw
through
that
the window.
from the cherries. Yeah.
All right. Hey guys. Hey, I'll talk to you in a sec. Okay. I'm gonna shut my
Alright.
phone off.
Got the guys there.
All right.
All right. Catch y'all here in a sec.
All right.
The
All right,
chance
bye,
to
guys.
cool down. Right there, just knocked on the window.
Yeah, I gotta buy me a new blender sooner or later because mine I've been having since. Believe it or not, the blender I have I've been having since '90.
Oh wow.
I mean, I'd show it to you, and you'd even go, Jesus, that's old. Yeah.
You're gonna hate me when I tell you this.
It's an antique almost. It's hard to believe.
74 here right now.
Huh?
Wow. It's 78 here.
Yeah, I got an old blender.
Oh,
But, you
it's
know,
on its way.
my thought's always been, hey, it works. It's not broke. Why I need a new one. Yeah.
Don't kick
But I
it.
notice when I make ices, it's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah,
You know, it's kind of
It's
petering out. Now you got blenders. I'll be in Walmart looking. They got blenders that's got 3 to 4 sets of blades in it. And I'm like, Jesus.
Okay, about child, I see it.
Mine's got the 4 way at the bottom.
Yeah, go get a plate and prepare mine for me. Mozzarella sticks.
Nice.
Yeah.
My
Hey,
dad let me order from his credit card. I'm so lucky.
Hey, Susan, is the slushy at Sonic any good?
Oh, I love them. They are
Oh, yeah.
very. Oh, here's my food.
Well, Donna, if you quit looking up her brassiere, you wouldn't have to look at her from that position.
Doesn't this remind me of the Tony video of for
Yeah.
for John?
Yeah. Oh man, shit. That's what I should have did when we went to Wendy's. I should have stopped by Sonic, got some poppers. Them things are good. She couldn't eat none, but you know, I'd eat her share.
I'm hoping that I'm doing good with eating tonight because my stomach is finally happy for the first time in a long time.
Yeah. Tell us 20 minutes after you eat that pizza.
So,
Yeah. You know, it always kills me. People say, man, my stomach gets tore up. I said, well, you might have acid reflux or an ulcer. And then they go and order chili or spaghetti. And I'm like, hey, man. You know that's got tomatoes, right? That's pure acid, okay? If it has a red sauce and you have an ulcer, don't eat it. Yeah. Even that nice orangish red sauce at the Chinese place, for the sweet and sour. Don't eat it.
The dark sauce for our egg rolls.
Ooh, yeah, don't eat it with an ulcer.
Send
It
it to
tastes
us,
good.
please.
It tastes good, looks good, but when it hits an ulcer, not so good.
I'm gonna have you. Oh, we don't really need to. Like Anthony.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
My first big meal in a long time. Wish me luck. I definitely want some breadsticks.
The fun part, getting out of this little road off onto the main road, because
Yeah.
it's like traffic coming from both directions.
Yeah. It reminds you that, ladies and gentlemen, start your engine.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, Betsy.
No, Bella. No, you're not gonna do cute girl thing to get food. No.
I bet you if I come and run around your house butt naked 3 times, you'll give me a piece of it. Here.
Oh my God, that image just scarred me for life, Anthony. Thanks a lot.
No, you give me a piece. Just say, here, go home now. Go away. I fed you. Now leave.
Is her Rocky not on up today?
It's just the Boston and the
Oh, definitely. Oh,
I don't know. Actually, with Dream, she'd give me 2 pieces.
there we go. My plate's
give me-
getting bigger.
Yeah, see, if I did that, you'd actually give me 2 pieces.
Oh.
One to leave and one to put my clothes back.
Well, we're not exactly eating pizzas. We're eating calzones.
What you're eating? Calzone.
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 Calzone. Here, get yours out and let me have the rest.
You gotta say it with emphasis and like you're constipated all at the same time.
That almost was the case early. I'm like, oh, no. My dad said, let me order out tonight. I need to have my stomach just right to eat this shit.
Well, you'll find out.
Oh, my God.
Either we fell on the floor or she cracked the windshield.
I think we fell on the floor.
Yeah. She said, get in the floor, you bother me.
Calzone and breadsticks and in about 10 minutes. Mozzarella.
Yeah. She decided to go Italian.
Okay, Lisa, I'm going to tell everybody right now. Hubby's aced in the interview and he got the job. He started today. That's why it's so nice and quiet here.
I do apologize for that, guys, but I was talking to my girlfriend right now, and
Hey.
I didn't want you guys to, say, hey, mute your mic and all that stuff,
Yeah. We appreciate it.
It's all good.
What is going on with Susan's camera right now?
It's her phone and she.
Yeah. She was showing us her knife.
I'm dropping food. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm scared she's eating your poppers before she gets home.
This is my first time eating Pizza Hut. Oh my gosh. Well, he's working at in-house cleaning at the Grand Z Hotel and Casino.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a job.
As I told him, it's last night was the first time you did not have insomnia. He was so worried about not having a job. I'm like, well, deal with
Yep.
whatever.
Well, the way both of these 2 idiots in our government are arguing over this new stimulus deal, who knows when we're going to get it. So having a job right now is a big plus.
I heard that we're supposed to be getting it like sometime this year.
Not finalized though. That's the thing though, because at any time they can extend the deadline, which they most probably will do. So that means it's just be out longer. But the thing is, why it's out longer than them arguing over things, all that stuff's going to stop. Like that 600 extra a month a week on the unemployment that ends tomorrow.
Is David still here in the chat? And I'm not talking about Larson, the other David.
David Lopez, are you still here?
Hey, Dave Larson. Hey, Dave Larson. Nothing against you, man, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like my buddy, his job called him back, but he was one of them idiots. Well, I make more money being at home, so he didn't go back because he didn't think that stuff was going to end. Well, he got a letter letting him know his ended, and he went to go get his job back, and they done gave it to somebody else because they don't have to hold it for you. If they call you back and you do not show up on the callback, they have every right to replace you.
Well, yeah, because I used to work at Goodwill, and I made the mistake of going to a now ex-girlfriend of mine's house, and since I didn't call and I didn't show up, they fired me.
Oh yeah, no show, no call. Oh yeah, you're fired.
Right?
Any place I ever worked or managed, if you didn't call me and didn't show up, you was terminated. That was policy. No show. No.
At Heavy's old job, they were like 3 months not letting us know anything at all.
You're right back.
We finally gave up, and we called, see what was going on, and all of a sudden they said, "Oh, we're letting everybody go."
Yeah, because see, my mom was working at the airport here in Tucson, and like I think it was like 3 weeks that she had worked at the airport, and next thing I know, she's like, or they're like, oh, because of this coronavirus crap, you know, because of this coronavirus crap, they let her go, and I found out this situation on that, but I really don't feel like it's my place to get into it, because that has to do with my mom, and yeah. Anthony, you're still muted.
Yeah, you are.
Anthony, your mic.
Your mouth is moving, but there's just no sound coming out.
Nah, I was talking to somebody else too. But I was like I was saying, I was telling him the same thing. If it doesn't interfere with your life or your money, stay the fuck out of it.
Hey, you damn straight. And it's like, and it's like I was just telling dreams.
Yeah.
Like, because of this coronavirus crap, my
mom. My buddy's celebrating a good one because he went. I think he got 3 unemployment checks, and a guy called him to come back, and he went back for half the pay. For the last 2 months, he was working at half pay. But because he came back and actually worked and produced, the guy just gave him a company truck, gave it to him, even to take home and use for personal. And he's making $30 an hour now.
And how long is he working?
He's only been there 2 months.
No. I'm talking about hours wise there, Dave. I mean, Anthony.
Oh,
he's
working 4 10s.
Oh my God.
That's Tom's hours now.
Yeah, 4 10s. He's off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, hey, if he's working 14-hour shifts, which is if you think about it, 40 hours. Oh my God, he's at least raking in like
Oh yeah.
I think
But
like
when he went back, he was only barely making like 11 something. But the
The
guy told him,
customers ask.
if you stick with me and get things back up and running to where it needs to be, he says I will make it worth your while, and he did. Like I said, he moved them all at $30 an hour, and then he gave him a company truck that he can use for personal as long as he keeps the insurance on it. You know, he has to pay for the his own personal insurance on it.
wait. So not only is he making $30 an hour,
He's in a
but
company vehicle.
and he can use it for either company or personal.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice little setup there.
Yeah, and like when he needs tires, oil changes, any of that, that's all paid by the company. He just brings it to a shop that they have an account set up, and he pulls in there, says change oil, put new tires on it, whatever, and out the door.
Oh, by the way, streams. Dave Larson or somebody said congrats. Or no, Lisa Lozano, I think is how you pronounce her last
Lozano.
name.
Lozano.
Yeah, she said congrats to your hubby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him I said congrats too.
One of the pluses about this is bus tickets to go up there before they costed us $80 every 2 weeks.
Nice.
Well, now they cost us $35 every 2 weeks,
Not bad.
and it's a charter bus. Got content in here.
All right.
Someone's bleeping.
It ain't on my
Yeah.
end, I know that.
Once you get company vehicle, you cannot be drinking. Which is right. John is right.
Wait, seriously, once you get a company vehicle, you can drink?
Oh,
No. But I mean, I'm talking about like going to the grocery store.
Now connected to Theon.
Oh, hush. Or going to the church or anything like that, he can use it. Just you can't be getting drunk in it.
yeah. Common sense.
Well, I mean, you're not supposed to be getting drunk, period, even if you do own it.
True, but I know some idiots that would not care. That would not care and would actually fucking like say screw it, I'm drinking anyways.
I remember one August. It was about the middle of August, middle of the summer, and I was all hurt. And the superintendent came to me and he said, 5 guys didn't show up. I said, I know. And I said, 2 of them didn't even call. He had me while still on the clock get in a company truck and drive down to the other edge of town. And the reason I drove there because that's where most of the bars were. Not only did they not show up for work, and 2 of them didn't even call in, they were all parked at the same little bar out in the middle of nowhere in their company trucks.
Wow.
So not only did they skip work, they decided to go to the bar in the company truck. And they were all sitting out in the parking lot. Before they even knew what was going on, I called my boss, told him. He made me call a tow company, and they came towed every one of them. Towed them back to the plant. And then when they walked out, they're all freaking out thinking, where's our trucks, Yeah. Yeah. One of them even had the nerve to call my boss and say, hey, I hate to tell you this, but my truck got stolen out of my driveway. This is how bad of a dumb liar he was. He didn't put 2 and 2 together to think, well, maybe someone seen the truck and the boss had it towed, Yeah. He called the boss, said someone stole out his driveway, and the boss goes, oh, really? And he let him go on for a while, and he goes, well, I tell you what, he says, you call me Monday, and I'll let you know when you pick up your last check. And the guy goes, well, pick up my last check? He said, you going to fire me because someone stole the truck? He says, no, I'm going to fire you. For 1, you're an idiot. For 2, you just lied, whole face lied to me. He said, 3, the truck's right here with me. I had them all towed here while you was in there boozing it up.
Nice.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, that tow company did it right because he sent 6 trucks out there at one time.
Wow.
They snatched every one of them, like, and they even had one that didn't even have a truck. They just brought an extra one just in case something went wrong.
Yeah. I was a nice guy, Anthony. I got Tom one of these two.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know
Yeah.
what you don't know. I know he doesn't have money on him, so
And I remember when 3 of them came to get their check, they were begging me to hire them back. And I said, bro, this is coming from the superintendent. I'm just a manager. You're out of here. I said, even if I wanted to keep you here, I couldn't keep you. He signs my check. Yeah. I said, not only did you bold-faced lie to him, I said, y'all got his truck sitting at a bar where everybody passes and everybody knows the company. You know, even the cops are going, oh, what? You know, they're allowing them to go get drunk in the company vehicles now, you know?
I don't think so.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hey, if
I
there's
mean,
one, hey, if there's one thing I know about companies like that, it's that the bosses don't really appreciate you embarrassing them.
yeah, yeah. And then try to bold-faced lie and say that the truck got stolen out of your driveway.
Hey,
But my boss says I give him credit for being, you know, ingenuity-wise in the brain there to make up such elaborate story. You know.
But
right.
you can't have somebody driving a company vehicle if they're gonna lie.
Yeah, but think about it. If you walked out and your car's gone, and you know well you locked it and you had your keys, okay. Well, first of all, if it was stolen like that, it was a professional. It's gone. Okay. My second thing after I walked out of the bar and realized my truck was gone, I would call the local impounds and find out if anybody impounded certain trucks. Because they'll tell you, oh, yeah, we picked up 5 of them out of the park. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know who the workers were that worker is that decided to come up with that kind of a cockamamie bullcrap lie to your boss. But hey, I'll give him props
Yeah,
on
but I'm
one
saying
thing.
these were jobs that you worked and you retire from. And I'm talking about you retire pretty good from. 2 of the guys only had 8 years. One had 8 years, one had 9 years to retire. All that's
Wow.
gone. That's gone. You know, once you get fired, that's all gone.
So what, like your retirement plan and all that crap once you
Well,
get
no,
fired,
I mean,
that's gone?
you put whatever money you put in there comes back to you with penalties. But I'm talking about as far as what the company matched the whole time you was there, and you get fired for that, for violating a contract, because that's violating your signed contract with them. They basically don't have to honor that.
If I'm not mistaken, that is called breach of contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breach of contract. Yep. Most plants around here, when you work for them, unless you're just there for a turnaround, then you're just hard labor for the turnaround and you're out. But when you're hired there, you sign, you sign a contract, you sign a paper saying you won't talk about what goes on in the plant. You sign a paper saying you will never take pictures or videos of inside the plant. And if you break any of that, it's a breach of contract and you're gone.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord put you.
Yep.
Pretty much. Because basically, even though I've never worked with any of those kind of companies, I can already tell you that, like, even without me working there, I can already tell you that if you embarrass your boss, you're either gonna get one or 2 things happen to you. One, you're gonna get your pay docked very drastically, or 2, you're just gonna get straight up freaking fired, and the boss ain't gonna give
Well,
a
most of
shit.
the places I worked, there was 2 things that happened. You'd be automatically out the door, gone. Or they'll move you to a position that you hate so much, you're going to quit. You know, make you break the contract, not them. Yeah.
But wait, do they still have to give you your final paycheck, even
No, it depends on what you violated. If it's something small, if your contract, say like you signed a 5-year contract and you're only 2 years in it, if they decided, hey, I don't like you and they want to try to get rid of you for whatever reason, you know, as long as it's not work performance or something like, being at a bar with a company truck, that they have to pay you those other 3 years when they fire you.
But
Yeah.
if you get fired for some,
Violate
for,
breach of contract, yeah, you don't get shit. And some contracts, depending on the position, you owe them money.
oh damn.
Yeah, for breach of contract. Yeah, you got to read. Someone hands you something to sign on a job, man. You got to tell people you got to read. Don't just be happy you got a job and start signing crap. Make sure you know what you're signing. Yeah.
Like, hey, honestly, that's like maybe jobs 101 when you sign a contract.
Yep. We had a guy that quit and he got mad because he got fired. Well, he didn't. He was quit. Well, he told him he was quitting anyway, but he actually got fired. And he threw such a big fit, he broke out his phone, started videotaping him cussing out people and shit. Not only did he get arrested, the company sued him for breaching the no videotaping policy.
Right, like I saw this one video on YouTube of this dude quitting his job, and he didn't just come straight up to his boss and say, "Hey, I quit."
Yeah.
He it was at a store, and those intercoms that they used to freaking call other employees. He used
Oh yeah.
that. He used that to freaking tell off his boss and the company that he was working for at the time, and the boss, the manager, I'm gonna say, came out to him and said, "Leave, get out of the store now." And
Yeah.
the guy just looked at him straight faced, and he's like, "Didn't you hear me? I I already quit. I'm done." And he had those fucking Healy things that they used to be selling, right? He freaking rolled out on Heelys through the damn store, not giving a shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Dave. Good luck, especially around here. I'm gonna tell you, if you get fired for something really stupid in one of the plants here, you're done. Because all of the people that run these plants all hang out at the same country club, and you basically become blackballed.
Mm.
And once your name is on that list, you're done. Yeah.
And Dave, I agree with you. He said, Josh, the catch is you have to show up for work on time. Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you. With it doesn't matter what job you have, you know. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it also depends on the hours because I was getting to work at like 5:30 in the morning, you know,
Yeah.
and people that actually like know me real well, like my
Yeah.
family, they know I'm not a morning person, you know, and it's just like when I was at my, when I was at my ex girlfriend's house, I could not like I could not get up for work for the life of me, honestly.
Well, that's why I tell people there's a lot of guys I know that got fired for doing stupid stuff like, being at bars and the trucks and stuff. And then
Yeah.
just like Lisa's saying, her husband works for a diesel fuel company, and she said she wished that they had vehicles they could bring home. Well, most of those companies did have vehicles for them to bring home, but you had so many people in the past abuse the crap out of it that they quit doing it because of the liability issue. Because people don't realize you go to a bar and get drunk and say you leave, and you get down a ways down the road and you hurt or kill a bunch of people. Guess who's liable for that?
The company.
Name of the company.
Because they're low, and that's always gets me. And them guys get busted. I'm like, bro, what was you thinking? You're sitting in a parking lot with a rolling billboard sign. Yeah, because the logo name is on the sides, on the ass end, up on the hood.
right? And if everybody knows them, the company truck, it's like
Yeah,
a basic,
it's a local plant. It's been here for last 60, 70 years. People are gonna go, yeah, we know who that is. We know who owns it. You know.
right?
Sit your
And
little butt down.
Well, I'll sit down, but my butt's not little.
My Kazan looks so good to this big boy. This big boy right here.
Yeah,
See
he's
how big the
he's
eyeball
still
is?
looking at it. He's still looking at it. He's like, ooh, look, it's right over there, bro. I can almost reach. Just let go of me one time. I'll reach for it.
Oh, now we're getting off the bed. We are very pissed off. We just blocked off with the little telecoms.
Yeah. Oh, they
He
found me.
says I'm going to have you put the rest of this in the fridge because I really don't want to overdo eating.
No, don't burn your gut.
One more bite so this doesn't go to bed.
Oh, God, man, I got a bunch of videos to catch up. Man, everybody uploaded today. Well, whew.
How's the rain there?
Still raining. I mean, it's not as bad. It's more pauses in between than it has been. But for 3 days straight, it was constant. It was just pissing. We actually had a few gaps, with no rain. So it's been kind of nice.
Been drinking water. AAA. Gotta wait till Monday for money. Thanks for my dad.
But I mean, I ain't been arguing too much, even though it's a lot of rain. It's been so nice and cool. Temperature's been down. Oh, 4 days of rain.
Welcome back, Girly Drug.
Thank you.
Well, the fourth day actually had more breaks in between. So at least the fourth day we had breaks in between. But for 3 days there was no breaks. It was either that heavy drizzle or just monsoon pouring.
Yeah.
Yeah. That drizzle that hit you hard enough just to tee you off. And you're outside like, Jesus Christ, just rain and get it over with. That's the rain I like. I like rain that comes in, drowns you in 5 minutes, and then leaves. Yeah.
Dad, can you come get this, please? Thank you, love. Susan, I found out something today.
What's that?
Crayola has its own brand of face masks, and you could put color on them, and because it comes with
Cool.
markers that can be washed off.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
you want to
Or
hear
whatever.
something
Where do you get that?
I don't know. I was watching it on a video.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh,
I want to hear
that's
something funny. A guy decided he's going to spray his mask with 3M Scotch Guard. That way it don't get dirty or stained. Which, in
You can't
principle,
breathe through that.
well, yeah,
pretty
in
much
principle, it's a good
bye-bye.
idea, if you're mud riding or something, but, the fact that you're trying to just walk around and breathe, and it's already hard to breathe through that, and then you're going to plug up all the pores with Scotch Guard.
Oh my God. Wow. Brilliance abounds.
Yeah. Well, not counting the fact you're sitting there wearing it right up to your face, breathing on it, and inhaling all that fume from the chemicals that's in it.
Yep.
I can't wait to get my other mask.
I told him, I said, you know what? I said, I could have saved you some money. He says, how's that? You could have bought an 87-cent bottle of Elmer's glue. Just dipped your freaking mask in, let the film dry.
Yeah, Jay Larson said.
You can even get glitter glue.
Yeah. You can fancy it up.
Dad, did you get the sodas, honey?
But no, when he told me, he says, yeah, it's hard to breathe. Well, what'd you do? He says, well, I Scotch guarded it so it wouldn't get dirty. I said, bro, you can't breathe through Scotch Guard. How do you think it guards stuff? It puts a coating on it so it doesn't make it. It takes away the poreness of the material.
Yep.
Life is like a box of chocolate.
Well, he didn't take one out and eat it. He just took it out and smeared it on the floor. He didn't even know what flavor it was. He just
Wow, Dave. Freaking Dave Larson says you get high from that. Wow.
He's
yeah,
right, though. Yeah, he's right.
yeah. Because I don't know if you ever smelt Scotch Guard when it's first spraying. It's strong.
Oh yeah.
This
Oh,
Can you
Scotch
imagine
Guard
using a day later
furniture.
having that mask right here and going slobbering in it and humid.
Lisa.
By the way,
Don't be
guys,
sorry.
That's the only thing that bothers me about the mask is all that humidity. You just remember,
by the
one-
way, Dreams, Anthony, Susan, thank you for the advice on my phone. It actually has cooled down quite a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, when you turn it off at night to charge it, you might want to stick it in front of a box fan that's going so it'll help that charge and help that processor in your phone.
Yeah.
I might just do that, guys. Thank you. Oh, hey guys, I'm gonna hop off panel. My mom's turning the TV on, and I don't want Dreams here to get a copyright strike.
Oh, thank
All right.
you.
All right.
No
Well, later,
problem.
man.
See you later,
Hey,
John.
I got the Rockies
Hey.
on here.
Susan, this is mainly toward you, but Anthony, Dreams, Susan, stay redneck. Catch
For
y'all
sure.
later.
Hey, that was the first time I did that.
Without poking yourself in the eye.
Yeah, amazing, huh? Those miracles.
But yeah.
I don't even have to tell Tom how to deal with his phone because his battery kept on draining out too fast. I go, your battery compartment's dirty.
Could be. How old is phone?
4 years.
It's probably dying.
Time for a new battery.
Yeah, it's
Let me tell you, the life expectancy, and I'm
3 years.
telling you, life expectancy of a lithium battery is 5 to 6 years. That's it.
and that's not full charge.
Oh.
You get maybe 2 years of full charge if you're lucky, and then it dwindles down. And
Yeah,
it
that's why I got a
discharges
phone.
faster all the time.
I got a phone right now. I can put it on charge and leave it there 3 days, and it goes to 70%. And when you unplug it and you use it, within about 2.5 hours, it drops to 20.
Yep.
That's how dead that thing's inside. Yeah, I took her
so
phone
good.
apart.
I'm gonna drink your
Like,
water like there's none tomorrow.
Yeah, I took her phone apart today to work on it. She's like, she's had that phone for a while. She's like, I didn't know you could take it off. I said, well, all of them, the backs come off. You just got to know how to do it. Even when they say it don't come off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how Tom's doing up there at work.
How long was he out?
He's been out since March 17th.
Oh, he's hurting. I'm gonna tell you right now, he's hurting.
That's what I thought. Just get him something to eat when he gets home. Immediate
No, I'm
food.
saying anytime you go that long without working in that first week back, it's horrible, man. Because you gotta get the muscles built back up that you hadn't used in a while. Yeah.
I'm glad I got him all those masks. The one I did, because the one I got him is a Colorado flag, and it's like a silky material to it, easy to breathe through, but it's got the filter on it. So
Yeah, Dave. The way they're building them now, yeah, you're probably right. It probably is 3 years now. But the first ones used to be max life 5 to 6, and like she said, only the first year to 2 years you can get full battery capacity. After that, you're lucky if it's 60%.
Yep.
And then it just slowly gets to where when you used to, like my here, I could charge it overnight and leave it unplugged and use it. And I mean, I was using this at work and everything, 6-7 hours, no problem. Now I'm lucky if I get a 4-hour lasting out of it. But this thing is 9 years old, though.
Jeez.
You really need to get that
No, not
charging
9.
station from
Yeah.
Amazon. It's a six port. It
No,
charges
we
my
don't.
phone from 0 to 100 in 2 hours.
No, it's the other one that's 9. These are all, how long we've had these? I think these are like 4 years now, 5 years.
Our phones have like the part that you actually plug into the outlet. It's a turbocharger. You can use it with any cord, and it will completely charge the phone in an hour and a half. They're really nice.
Yeah, that's the way mine is. It's a turbocharger, but I think to me, and it might just me, I think the turbochargers do more damage to them.
You think so?
Yeah, because think about it. On a deep marine battery, I know a lot of people don't know much about boat battery. A lot of people charge them with those new chargers are at 20 amp, and they die before their time. I have a boat battery I use in the garage just to carry around with a handle to put on stuff that doesn't have a battery, and that thing's 12 years old. But I've always charged it with a 2 amp trickle charger.
Oh yeah. Well, a trickle charge is always going to be easier on it.
Yeah, because don't overheat it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. It's nice to be able to have a phone up damn near 3%. You plug it up, and 30 minutes later, it's half charged, if not more. Yeah. But it seems to me like it kills the battery fast.
Yeah, it probably does.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, so these are 4 years old. Okay. Yeah,
Everything that I have is it's weird. It's got the same charger, same charge cord, kind of worked out.
But you want to know what the funny thing is? Out of all the phones I've had, this is the cheapest one I've ever bought, and it's outlasted all the other ones. I paid $25 for this brand new.
Wow.
My HTC was over $300 and something when I bought it, and it crapped out a year and a half. Of course, I'm rough on phones because I used to be in construction and stuff. But this is the phone.
This is 60.
Over any of them. And I've dropped this one I don't know how many times.
I had a $350 Samsung S3 when that came out.
Yeah.
And I had it for about 6 months, and I sold it for $300 and bought myself a $150 phone. And those name brand super expensive phones aren't any better.
Yeah. Well, this here is called the Z. It's made by ZTE.
Yep.
It's called the 10 Express. You know, it's like their version of the 10. You know.
Yep.
And I paid exactly $25 because when I activated, she says, "Well, we do have a smartphone. You know, since you're getting activated with us, it's $25." I'm like, "Well, yeah, give me that."
Yep.
And I figure $25, this thing's going to last me 6 months. And I've had it for 4 years.
I had a ZTE for about a year, and it would not the SIM card. No matter what I did, the SIM card would not stay where it was supposed to. Yeah. And I put like 6 layers of Scotch tape on it, and it finally kind of stayed in place. But after a year of dealing with that shit, I finally just was like, screw this.
Yeah.
Got rid of it.
Yeah, I know that's why I went to the 10 because I had the 8 from ZTE before this one. And the SIM card did that. It would just fall out all the time. I'd open the back of it, SIM card would just fall on the ground.
Yep.
This one I ain't had that problem.
There he is at work.
Yeah. Hey, put that mask back on and quit whistling at them girls.
Did you hear Anthony? Put that mask back on and quit whistling at the girls, he says. Okay, let me know how it went. I'll give you a background when you get home.
Yeah. I tell you the funny thing about wearing these masks. Yesterday when I went to the store, somebody just kept looking at me, and I already knew who she was. There's a woman I used to work for when I worked at the lumber yard here. And she went, Anthony? I said, yeah, it's me. And she goes, God, it's so hard to tell who's who with all these damn masks.
I had a guy at Walmart. He was working there, and he turns around and he goes, hey, Susan, how's it going? And I was wearing a mask, and I'm like, hey, good to see you.
Well, yeah, I'm the same way. Some people I could just tell by their eyes, you know, and their body features who they are. I don't have to see. I mean, think about it. We got people that work for the FBI that identify crooks. This is all they see from here up, and they still identify them.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
He looks kind of cute in that new uniform.
Oh, so you looking sexy? Said, tell him bring it on.
I like that a lot better than his apron that he had to wear when he was doing dishes.
Yeah.
It's a big, thick plastic apron.
What's he doing now?
House cleaning.
Oh, right on.
Yep.
My husband is a house cleaner. He cooks. I got paid. But it's starting off at $13 an hour.
Nice.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Not starting now, anyway.
And also, it's going to be insurance for me again, so that's going to be nice.
Good deal.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say
Now
the
you're gonna
casinos,
take insurance.
I've worked for the casinos. They do have good insurance.
And plus, when you work in a mountain community,
Yeah.
he works up in Blackhawk and Central City. They'll call him the night before to let him know where he needs to be the next day.
Yeah, that's cool.
Usually, I like the fact that he's out and about and he's working and he could get some fresh air.
Yeah. And he's not up your ass 24/7.
Yep.
I think I did really good the last 3.5, 4 months with him being home. I think I did really good.
You know, people never believe me that. I tell people, you know, people don't have a job just for money. It's called peace of mind. Because, I mean, no, think about it. Look how many. You wouldn't, and people don't pay attention. Half time the news never talks about it because if it ain't trashing Trump, they don't want to talk about it. Do you know how much the divorce rate went up since this pandemic because people are trapped together?
Not the divorce rate, the separation rate.
Well, yeah.
Courts are closed. There are
Well,
no.
I know, but I'm just saying, it's you know, if the courts were open, it'd be divorce paper city.
Yep.
And I hate to say this, the child abuse and the molestation has gone up.
Yep.
But yet they never talk about that. Yeah.
I think Tom and I did really, really good. 23 years
Yeah,
married. We were stuck together for 4 months.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
God
You really-
to you guys. You guys kept me sane so I didn't murder him.
Yeah, but baby, that's because it's not going to affect everybody. That's what I said. Me and you have learned to get along because I've been disabled for so long, and you, because of your condition, haven't been able to work. So, you know, but that's what I tell people. You'll learn your true relationship when you get stuck together.
Oh yeah.
We did really good. We had like 4 arguments.
Because yeah, well, I'm saying even if you're the best together and have the best communication, you're still going to argue because you're up each other's ass 24/7 without a break.
Yeah.
Like Susan could probably tell you, just going to the store is a fucking break. Go down the road to your buddy's house is a freaking break.
Ada does not have air conditioning, but I go over there quite often.
Yeah, because it's a getaway. You got to. If you don't, you'll choke each other. I mean, you just will. Yeah.
You know, Susan, how I told you about how Tom's brother has been to me?
Mm-hmm.
I sent him over there 3 times just to hang out.
Yeah, that's like sometimes her sister will call up, I need to run here. You don't mind if she rides with me? And I'm like, no, take her. Keep her for a few days. You need some extra money to feed her? Here, take the food stamp card. Here, take my food stamp card. Here, take my Social Security credit card that goes to that. The money goes right there, and they'll be there.
Have fun.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't eat all the way.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you got to have a break. I mean, they just. Oh, I know. Hey, I tell everybody, even here, I'm an ass. You don't want to be around 24/7. Trust me. Ooh. I'm an asshole.
Thing that's kept Tom under happiness is me letting him look through my external and snag whatever movies he wanted. And
Well, yeah, look, Doris, like, I agree, Anthony. Well, you agree on the need a break, or you agree that I'm an ass?
I need to pull up YouTube because my StreamYard is not moving at all.
Oh, yeah, Doris. Oh, okay, Doris is at that point. She needs to go to work. Yeah, I hear you.
thank God for noise canceling headphones. Huh?
Well, thank God I have, I even have my break. That's what I'm saying. We live here. I have the property on the other side of town. I go over there and fiddle, cut trees and trim, do all kind of shit. It's just, it gives her time to do what she needs to do in the house without me being here and in her way. And I'm over there without being, her in my way. So it works out.
Adam!
Let's see, I got breaks. I got my carport with stuff I can do. I got my shop in the back of the property. I go fiddle and shit. I have a way to separate us.
Yeah.
I'm making nice as pie and I love bunches.
Like my neighbor's catty corner. That's how I found out all this shit going over there, because I really could care less. But I'm sitting out there. I know something's going on because cops done been there about 3 or 4 times, and CPS was out there. And then I seen CPS leaving with all 4 kids. And then I seen her and him out there in the yard, and a big argument started. And then I heard him say, well, we wouldn't be in this mess if you wouldn't have been sucking your own son's dick.
Oh, my God.
And at first, when I heard that, I was thinking, because you hear the woman go, well, if you quit dicking your dog, something like that, But when she said she was molesting the boy, I was like, what the fuck?
Can I have soda? Oh.
Apparently, the boy told the teacher while online schooling. So if you know anything about online schooling, he didn't just tell the teacher. He told every kid that was in the room, plus their parents that were listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been a big stinker poo in the neighborhood.
That's me with a guys.
But you know what kills me, Susan?
What's that?
She's still not in jail.
Oh my gosh.
Now, if you reverse that and then say it was me and my daughter,
Yep.
where would I be?
In jail.
I'm saying fair is fair, And I hate these a-holes. Well, you can't rape a male. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Especially a kid.
Yep.
Out of my eyes thought you were talking to Tabasco. I'm like, how the hell would you roll a carton and a half of Tabasco?
Plus, I got one guy says, well, he probably didn't complain. I'm like, well, yeah, he's 13. He probably didn't complain, but that's still his mom. That's still someone that should never touch him in that way.
Yep.
I mean, I'd be more forgiving of an aunt or cousin. But your own mom?
Yeah.
It's
That's
sad.
fucked up or messed up. Sorry,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, but yeah, I always hate that. Look, he probably wasn't complaining. I'm sure he wasn't. But it's still messed up in the head.
Slightly.
Well, hey, Adam. Yeah, it's messed up. I mean, of all the people in the world to be able to trust, you think your mom and dad would be one,
Yeah.
especially your mom.
YouTube rescued Doris.
Yeah.
You're having a really good stream tonight. Guys, thank you for making my first one back after a while a good one.
Well, he can make it crappy if you want.
No, thanks. I'm good here.
Trust us, we've been there before. It can go either way.
Well, I usually get the bags that are, what are these? I think they're 16. Yeah, they're 16 ounces, and they make 2 cartons.
Thank you, Donna.
Mm-hmm.
Well, love you too, Lisa. And love Megan too. God, she is
I
so
wish Gamer would have popped in here so I could say, hey, these are really good, but thanks for the bleeding on fire butthole this morning.
He was in a Ghana stream earlier.
Well, yeah, that's the biggest bag they had in that brand. In that, yeah, she just want me to show you the bag is only 8 ounces.
Yeah.
That's the liner one.
But yeah, that's why it's yellow.
Yeah, if you can find another brand in a light tobacco, it's usually yellow.
Yeah.
It might be cheaper to buy 16 ounces at a time.
Well, that's what I do. I bought her 2 of them.
Yeah. But I mean, it might be cheaper to buy one bag that is 16 ounces because then you're not paying for double the packaging.
Yeah. Well, she said normally they have the 16 ounce, but they were out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. They do have the bigger bags. It's just, she said here lately they've been out and all they've been getting in is the 8 ounces.
Yep. Yep.
So probably because, someone else is racking them all up.
Yeah. Yeah, they depending on how tight you roll them, you can roll a carton plus 2 to 3 packs, or maybe a little less, depending.
Yeah. Well, see, the last bag she had, even though it was that full flavor stuff, it was an 8 ounce bag, and it lasted a whole month. So she still had a little bit left.
She probably wasn't smoking as many of those.
Right. Well, yeah, that's what I told her. That's why I was talking about getting the light stuff. And I said, no, don't be going through 4 bags a month of that because that would defeat the purpose of saving.
Yep.
Oh, did she tell you about her tubes, her cigarette tubes?
What?
I went to go buy 2 more boxes for her. I don't know if the woman did something wrong, but I got 2 boxes of tubes for $5.23.
That's not bad.
Yeah, because last time it was almost $9 a box.
What the hell? They should only be like $3 a box.
Because there was only 2 places in this entire area that had tubes.
Wow.
Because of the shortage of the, shipments.
Wow.
Or as they say, shortage of shipment. Probably got 90 cases in the back and just laughing their asses off.
Yeah, probably. Wow. What do you want? What do you want?
It's like in certain areas they have signs saying if you suspect this company of price gouging, and they give you an 800 number to call, But the thing is, half the time all they do is slap them in the hand and they pay a fine. Well, hell, I'm like, well, the little bit of fine you charge them, they made that and 5 times more. So yeah, they're like, oh, here's your fine money. Go away. Yeah.
Things.
I mean, think about it. You make 20,000 in a week, and someone comes there, oh, you've price gouging. That'd be $400 fine. You're gonna go, oh, here you go.
Exactly.
My bad. See you next month. Yeah. Because all I gotta do is pay a fine, and you slap me on the hand. Yeah. Next week it goes up $5.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing? Is it cuddle time?
All right, Lisa, you have a good one.
I can.
I'll try to get that book sent out in the next couple days, Lisa.
Lisa,
Yeah.
thank you for coming in.
I will actually be right back. I've got a dog that wants to go outside, I do believe.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, she's talking to you.
Yep. Do you need to go outside? You need to go outside? Yeah? Yeah?
Oh, look at that.
You need to go outside?
She was asking Chloe, not you.
Extraordinarily cute.
You need to go out.
Come on.
You need to go out too.
I may not need to go out, but I gotta go to the bathroom like real quick. Too much. I'm glad I only ate that quarter, but that half of that was on.
Yeah. Did you hear Chloe barking? Did you hear Chloe barking?
Yeah. That's Marley, right?
Yeah, and Marley. Yeah, she's the one getting my lap. Beanie's too old. Beanie's too old to jump.
Anthony, I'm gonna have you take over the stream until you get back, okay?
Okay. All right. No problem. Good.
My tummy's been gurgling. I think I overshot myself.
Uh-oh.
In the Imodium already, so that'll take care of it soon.
Can you put that out of the way?
Yeah, I'm ready and turn
You up.
it.
I'll beat you up.
I'm so lucky to have you as my sister.
Yeah, as I say, yeah, definitely won't be in my lap anyway. The stinky old floor.
I'm fine. Like that.
Can you go out? Can you go potty? Or you just want that?
Everybody's taking a break for a second, huh?
All right. Just mute the mic before it splashes. Huh. Gotta say, mute the mic before it splashes. We don't want to hear the boop. We don't want to hear the splashing. Yeah. The only splashing we want to hear is the swimming pool. Huh. No, I can't play with you right now. Yeah. Well, go lay down if you're tired. Go get in your bed if you're sleepy. If you're on your butt off, go take a nap. Go take a nap. All right. What? No, you have to wait. Mama might let you out. Look, Mama let you out. Oh, dreams mute. Mercy. Well, everybody ran away. I'd sing to you, but everybody would leave. No. Yeah. Told them I'd sit, I'd sing and dance for them, but they'd all leave.
Oh, I gotta go grab that book before I forget.
Don't you love that? Get all the way back and realize you forgot what you wanted to do.
Hello, all.
Hello. What you up to? No good.
If Lisa's still here, I don't know if she isn't, but the ADHD Parenting Handbook. And this is ADD and ADHD Diet. Both very good books.
Huh. Well, I've seen the one book. I didn't know they had a diet book.
Yep.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I said. Said I would have done a song and a dance with that, I didn't want to come back to a big fat zero and YouTube going, you no longer have a channel. Thank you. Thank you for all the phone calls of people calling about their dogs howling.
One time I had Ed Julie and somebody else, and I had to go run an errand, and they just watched the dogs while I was gone. And my dogs howled the entire time I was gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know what they do now. I mean, it seems as though they're quiet when we leave. They're quiet while we're gone from what we can tell. But as soon as we pull up, they start yipping and howling when we pull up into the driveway. So they get overexcited at us coming back, but they're calm while we're gone, it seems. So that's a big step forward.
Yeah. Well, that's like Marley. If she gets up before me and I'm still in the room, even if I'm just laying there watching TV, she whimpers the whole time.
Chloe does that too. If she's got to go potty or, something, she's hungry, We're trying to get her to actually.
Yeah. And it's funny. Sometimes if I actually do have a day I sleep in and I get up, she growls and fusses at me. She'll growl and bark, like it's not like a bark, it's like a yelp.
Yeah.
Like someone cussing you out, like, where the hell you been? Something.
Yeah. Yep.
And the whole time her tails and back end is just wiggling around, all excited.
Yeah.
Or she'll sprinkle on the floor. Yeah. I tell people now she's not daddy spoiled at all. Yeah. Yeah. Come see. Well, I'm looking. What am I looking at? Hang on. I'll be back.
All right.
Oh, something she wants me to look at. You can see. Where? Yeah, that was my game. Yeah. Yep. Oh, baby, you don't have to. It always comes on here. Yep. No. Sometimes I just don't pay attention to it. I never miss it. I just don't pay attention to it. Oh,
StreamYard is like way behind YouTube chat.
oh yeah. Well, I have to keep doing. I have to keep coming over here and hit private chat, and then go back to comments before it catches up.
It doesn't do anything when I do that.
YouTube is way behind.
Oh yeah, it's way behind. Yeah, that's what you're saying. It's behind on YouTube, but
I can hear you.
y'all's chat coming to us is
It's about
behind.
10 minutes behind, and I hear you like way later.
Oh no, I can hear it from here. I hear myself talking. I'm like, damn, I'm talking to myself again. Yeah, that's how slow it is because she's hearing it too. Because I'll talk, like right here, and it seems like almost 5-6 minutes later, I hear myself over there,
Wow.
and I'm like, or someone will say hi to somebody, and I'm looking, and then all of a sudden I got to do the private to comments, and then it goes. I'm like, oh, nice for you to catch up. Oh,
It's not catching up for me at all.
my buddy went and bought a forklift today for $200.
Damn.
It had been sitting about 6 years. Guy said it ran fine and it just quit. He didn't have the time or the money to fool it, and he sparked it. He basically wanted to get it out of his barn, out of his shop.
Yeah.
He calls it his barn, but it's a freaking shop sitting at his house, but it's still a shop. It's bigger than most people's barn. But anyway, I went with him to pick it up. He didn't want to go out there by himself because he didn't know the guy. In other words, he don't carry guns, I do. And we picked it up, got all the way back to his house, and fiddled with it for about 20 minutes, had it running.
Shit.
The main thing was a carburetor. Well, not really a carburetor because it's run by propane,
Yeah.
It's the diaphragm in the injector was basically bad. It would work, but you'd have to tap on it.
Yeah.
That's how I found out what it is. I said, the only thing I can know is, I said, hand me a 10 millimeter wrench. And I said, go up here and turn the key. And I just sit back here and I tapped on it. The whole time I stayed tapping on it, it would run. Pity, but it would run. But as soon as I stopped tapping, it would.
Yeah.
So we went to a place over here in Leesville, about 14 miles away, and they had one. And we went back, put it on, took off like a spotted S8.
Nice.
But the biggest thing, we realized what he had done. The tank he had screwed onto the line in the back was a standard propane tank that you cook to a barbecue pit.
Oh, geez, that won't work.
That won't run a forklift because on the ones that go on the forklift actually have a tube that runs down the center to suck the liquid because the machine has a deal itself. It separates it in the gas. It don't need to be already. But once we changed that and put the right tank on it, it ran. Well, we already put the right tank on because we seen the tank right off the bat, and I was like, bro, that's not a forklift propane tank. Get that off. We went and got the right tank, and that's when I found out tapping on it, it would stay halfway running. But once we changed that little base of what you would call the carburetor, runs like a spotted S8. He did an oil change in it for shits and giggles because he didn't know how long it meant to sit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he bought a full functioning double stack lift. It's got 2 tracks, so it goes up pretty high for $200.
Can't beat that.
But the good news is, even though, like he said, even if he couldn't get it working, you had that much in scrap iron.
Yep.
If not more.
Yeah, easily.
He wasn't going to lose no money.
Yep. She's back.
Okay. All right, y'all quit talking about Dream. I mean, the other thing, the other girl. Yeah.
Man, I'm kind of winded.
Damn, you rattled the bowl that hard?
So it's about to win that walker. I'm not used to it yet.
I know. I'm just picking on it. It sounds better saying you rattled the bowl.
Maybe. I'm so glad I didn't eat that whole thing. I'm so glad.
Yeah, you ain't got to do like that old Alka-Seltzer commercial. I can't believe
I kind of already did. Mine was more Imodium. I took it before I went back. I'm like, okay, maybe that'll help it.
Imodium is my friend. I actually take Zofran, which is an anti-nausea medicine, but it also has the side effect of plugging you up. So when I got diarrhea, I take a Zofran.
Yeah.
It works quite nicely. And then I don't have to pay for Imodium.
Dave said he's going to tell what you said. Dave?
Let me look at the YouTube side.
I'm telling what you. Oh. In other words, he's going to rat us out.
Oh.
When you said, don't, shh, she's back. He's like a little kid. I'm going to tell him what you said.
How long should I keep this thing going?
That's totally up to you.
However long you want.
I'm thinking maybe 3 hours is good to do for first time out stream in a while.
Sure.
Well, wife, I'm going to tell you, you're just lucky you were suffering. But usually if I find a woman stuck in a bathtub with water naked, things go awry. Yeah. Uh-oh.
You're frozen.
Yeah, I am, ain't I?
Frozen chosen.
Oh, well. I can still. Well, yeah, y'all frozen on my end too, but must be my camera again.
Yeah, because Dream's
Yeah,
frozen. I'm not frozen.
Yeah. Let's see, on mine, we're all three frozen.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. She's sitting there with her finger still on her face, and you're leaned up toward the camera with the hole in the top of your head. And I'm sitting there.
At least you don't have an O face.
Yeah, I was going to say, I actually got caught with a closed mouth this time. Look like I'm pissed or constipated, one of the two.
Constipated. Shit, you made me choke.
Now my whole screen's black and refreshing, but I can still hear you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Ain't that
I got
retarded?
10 watching.
Oh.
And back up. That's weird. I have no picture at all, but I can still hear y'all.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, hey. See, I told you it was my green screen again. See, it canceled it and turned it off.
Wow.
I don't know what it is here, man. Lately, StreamYard has been fighting my green screen.
Huh.
So when I'm on Zoom, I never have this problem. It's when I'm on here lately. It's when I'm on StreamYard. I mean, everything went completely frozen, then it went black, and then come back and no green screen. And then when I try to reactivate it, it says, and let's see what it says. If it said that like it did the last time. All right, go back here. Green screen, activate. Let's see. No, this time what did it say? An error occurred trying to create your green screen effect. Wait a moment and try refreshing the page or restarting your browser if this continues.
Huh.
So it's not saying restart the computer, it's saying restart the browser, so it's got to be something either the browser or StreamYards.
Yep.
Oh well. But your green screen's still working.
I don't got any.
That's weird. Oh well. I ain't gonna worry about it.
You could
Hey,
you
look,
could
I got.
spend $15 on a green sheet, Dreams, and hang it behind your bed.
Hey, look, I got a green screen.
Yeah.
I got a green screen. An actual green screen. Ain't it green?
Oh, it's beautiful green.
It looks like your army shirt green, or a little bit.
Yeah, slightly brighter green, huh?
Yep.
They waking up at 4 o'clock.
Well, good luck on that one.
No, mine. Stand early.
Baby, if you try to stay up all night to meet up with them at
Hey,
4 in the
we
morning,
done it the last few times.
I know, but you're going to be on the road. Your sister's going to be 5 miles down the road, and you're going to be back there. And she's going to be talking, going, Donna Suzanne, you need something. You're supposed to go with her to help her stay awake, not.
Hey, right. Ken seems to be doing okay today. He's just been kind of laying in the bedroom and taking it easy, but
Oh, sneak over here. They're leaving at 4 in the morning. I was like, well, good luck with that. 4 in the morning is about when I'm usually getting to sleep.
You got that space, huh?
You know, I try to switch my time. I was going to bed early, getting up early, and it lasted for 2 days.
It normally doesn't happen that way.
But, I tell people, you got to realize the last 13 years of my life, I worked third shift.
Yep.
For 13 years, I did that. Nonstop.
Yep.
When everybody else was asleep in their homes, I was running around the roads and doing things.
Yep.
I would get up and go to work just in time to get to all the hardware stores and stuff right before they closed to get the materials I needed for that day. And then I'd work till 5, 6, 7 in the morning.
Yep.
And then come back to the shop, do my paperwork. By the time I did that and got home, it was 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yep.
And I went home, took a bath, went to bed. And did it again. Yep. But I didn't complain because the kind of work I did, that it was best to do it third shift because people were not in your way.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling all kinds of clammy.
Donna, you're better off getting sleep.
Yep. Even if you just lay there staring in the dark.
Going to bed maybe an hour early or something, and just getting a little bit of sleep so that you're not exhausted trying to start your trip. That's always a bummer. I know. I'm too old to stay up all night like I used to.
I tried. I just can't do it no
If
more.
I got a legitimate reason to do it, I can do it. But that's only out of must.
Yeah.
But if I have no reason to do it, but to do it, no.
when we did that New Year's around the world thing,
Yeah.
I tried to stay up the whole 24 hours. I ended up taking a 4-hour nap. I had to. I'm old.
Yeah. But baby, I'm usually up to 5 a.m. because that's my normal daily routine is to be up when everybody else is out.
Yep.
Because I used to do lockouts and changeouts for HUD. I don't know if y'all understand what that means. I'm usually the guy that showed up, got everything written down, what was in it, changed the locks, changed the doors, board the windows and stuff for a repossessed house.
Yep.
if I caught you in that house when I was there, there's one or two things happen. The cops come and drug you out, and if you got too stupid, you got shot. I was usually there the night after, the sheriff done showed up and drug whoever was in it out and put what they could to the curb in 2 hours.
Wow.
Because people don't realize when they come with that crew, people, they give you 2 hours to get what you can get out of the house. And you know as well as me, 2 hours, you ain't getting shit.
Yep.
You do good to get the clothes that's on your back.
Yep.
Which, I always tell people, I understand things happen, but, if someone comes to my house and gives me a deal that says in 90 days they're going to come drag me out on my ass, my valuables are at least going to get out of that house.
Yep.
I might not have nowhere to go, but I know enough people to have buildings and garages. I say, hey, can you hold this for a couple of days?
Yep.
Okay, guys, since my stomach is kind of still messed up, I'm going to jump down in this thing.
Okay. All right.
I need to rest.
No problem.
Thank you
Y'all
for
have a
guys
good one.
for coming out. Thanks for making it amazing.
All right. Later,
All right.
everybody.
Good evening.
Later.